Welcome to episode 41 of the Endless Enjoyment Podcast. I am your host, Vincenzo. I am here today with a talented recording artist, songwriter, performer, Jay Marshall. Welcome to the pod, bro.
What's up? I'm happy to be here, man. How are you doing?
Doing well, thanks, man.
Good.
Appreciate you making the time to come out here.
Man, I appreciate you having me, honestly.
Of course.
I seen, what was it, that night that we had met at Soho. I didn't realize that we had already ran into each other.
Right, yeah.
At the function. Shout out Stan.
Yeah, Stan the man.
I got a handful of guys that I just been running into. I mean, just off of the faith of, just make sure I stay connected. Because when I saw you, I didn't realize that you was going to be performing too.
Right.
Yeah, I thought when he said you did the podcast, I was like, okay, so he out here to, you know what I'm saying, like get a contact or get a connect.
Mm-hmm.
That was smooth, though.
Thank you, bro. I like to consider myself a man of many hats, and that, I do a lot with putting this podcast together and editing it, like we were just kind of talking about before we started rolling, and making my own music and whatnot. But I love showing love to other artists as well, so that's why I like to get out there. I know we met at that party at Stan's, and that was probably like 2 months ago or so. And then we finally met again at the Soho House where we both performed. Soho Lounge that we both performed at, at that showcase.
Soho. It was definitely a vibe.
That was like the second time I've performed out here. So I've been doing a lot of performing back home, but I'm glad that I made it out that night.
Word. Yeah. I have been performing. Honestly, I've been performing since I was a kid because I grew up going to church every Sunday, and my mom, she was one of them like, you gon' go, you know what I'm saying? So we already knew it was like, whether it was a Saturday or a Wednesday, you was probably there. So I just got to the mentality of like, well, if I'm gonna be here, I might as well enjoy it. So it was like doing solos at like 10, probably earlier than that, but it's like those types of environments like definitely nurtured what I'm doing now, because I didn't really consider myself a singer or a rapper, because I'm rapping and I'm singing, but like that was more like doing it with the intention of like, I don't know, learning how to do it, because I mean ultimately like it's a performance. You gotta, I don't know, sell it.
Give your best, you don't want to embarrass yourself in front of the church.
Don't embarrass yourself, especially in environments like that where you know everybody.
Yeah,
bro. Because I'm hitting the stage now, and it's not that I don't know everybody, but it's more like, wow, there's people in this room that could really like connect with me, and that's exciting.
Sure, even if you've never met them before.
Yeah, because I like to say I don't meet strangers. I'm very like, I take pride in being somebody that people want to gravitate towards. Like, I think it's fun to the point like, bro, like people will like just invite me to fun, be like, just bro, show up. And I was throwing parties when I was in school, so I've already had that like party mentality, and I like it. Mm-hmm. Like I like the energy that comes with like being in a room, loud music. You know what I'm saying? There might be some good drinks going around, a little bit of weed in the air.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like shout out Endless Enjoyment Entertainment.
Yes, sir. Triple E.
Triple E. You gotta see.
Yes, sir. We support it.
Right. But. Like I like the ambiance. So like a lot of my music right now, especially like going off of the Martial Law EP that we did last year, it was more like, let me get my feet wet. And now when I saw like getting real traction for what I was doing, it was exciting because I knew like I was onto something. And that's exciting.
Because that was your first project that you put out.
Yeah, I was always like kind of freestyling, especially in high school, like just going kind of off the top. And I started writing some stuff, and my boys, they was always rocking with it. But I didn't take it too serious. Plus, like after I graduated, I went almost straight to the Air Force.
Really?
Yeah, so it was a lot of like not a lot of time for what I wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're just like disciplined, like you're on like a strict schedule there, I'm sure.
Yeah, so it wasn't that I didn't want to do it. I was just the type of person, like when I do something, I do it all the way. So like dedicated, you know. Even when I was in, I just kept writing. I didn't have nothing that I was working on per se. That's why I say that was my first project. But it was like the martial IP is like 6 years in the making.
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've got my fault. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good, bro. I'm just like want to know a little bit more about like your background. So you're from Tennessee?
Yeah, born and raised Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I didn't even move until I graduated high school. My parents both been married. I'm adopted, but they got me at 4 months. So like when I say like my parents, like the people that really
they raised you.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like graduated in the class of 17.
We're the same. So we're the same age.
Yeah.
You're 24.
24. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But like growing up in Middle Tennessee, it was always like, I don't know, like we saw racism, but we were so like, I don't know, like Nashville is one of those places where so many people come and go. So it wasn't that I didn't have connections with people from outside, but it was mostly like black, white, Mexican. You know, there was some Asian, Indian, Arabian, but like black and white. I mean, it's Tennessee.
Right.
Yeah.
So then right after high school, you said you went into the Air Force?
Yeah, man, that was cool. I tell people it's the most fun you never want to have again.
It's definitely an experience, but
yeah, man. It was cool. I was a medic, so if you're familiar with the CDC in Atlanta.
You said CDC?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what, Center
for Disease Control?
Yeah, so that was like what was big when like COVID happened, right? They were all on top of that shit. Like
that was my job for the Air Force. So I spent a lot of time just honestly teaching people to wash their hands.
Sadly, dude, right? Just basic shit.
It was more to it, but like, yeah, like it was more like a real job. So most of the time, it didn't even feel like I was in the military. I went to work. I came home every day. You know, I would probably a long day for me is like leaving at like 4:30. So like I didn't spend a lot of time like on that island that people talk about when you're in the military. Plus it's different because like Air Force, we are kind of spread out. Like it's not like the Army, because a lot of people are out here that at least affiliated with the Army, and like the difference between us and them is that like they pretty much like run with their guys until it's time to go somewhere, whereas we're more like specialized in what we do.
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't spend a lot of time with the people that you did your training with. It's like, we need you here, 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 and here.
Yeah, and everyone's getting spread out.
Yeah, I like it though.
So did you do a lot of traveling?
I did. I did a little bit. I spent 2.5 years in Montgomery, Alabama. You know, it's not the most like scenic place,
right? I say,
but yeah, but like it's been really like popular because of the hat heard from across the world. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Y'all looking at me?
This is some like
the Montgomery Brawl dude jumped off the
Oh yeah. That was OD.
You gotta brush my memory on this.
Yes, bro. It was some.
You ain't see that? It was like some like the brawl. He hit him with the chair.
You ain't seen that? He threw the hat up in the air. This motherfucker came from off the boat and swam to go fight.
For real. They was fighting on the dock. The dude jumped off the boat, swam, hopped on the dock, started whooping ass. Real good. No, for real.
Literally.
This was like a month or two ago.
This is recently?
Yeah.
So it was like a viral video?
It came like right after the submarine disappeared.
Right, so maybe that's why I didn't hear about it. It's too much about the submarine was all over the place, dude.
The
Just
submarine. Oh, you heard about the submarine?
of course. I feel like that was just like covering so much that like just to hide like some other bullshit going on.
Honestly.
Who cares about these billionaires in the middle of the ocean? All right,
That was wicked.
they're
too.
gone. Like, let us know if you find them, dude. Like,
Yeah.
don't need to drag it out. You know. What I'm saying?
It was weird. Just the whole setup was weird. Because, like, y'all see he had an Xbox controller in it?
Yeah, I did.
I thought that was odd.
That was the steering wheel.
Right.
It was the steering wheel. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe
Yeah,
it.
that's some just like
That's rich
unprepared shit. I feel like that's not like the best way you could have went about it. And I heard some like sus shit.
Yeah. But, you know, people with money be so frugal with their own money.
Just eager to spend it. Like,
You think so? I would say people with money are the cheapest people.
shit. Depends.
Yeah, I guess
On the bracket of money.
Depends on the
People
bracket.
with
about how much money you talking
Yeah,
about. Yeah.
motherfuckers is going to some
Millionaires maybe because they just want to keep. They want to keep those millions, but like maybe someone with billions, like bro, that's just coming and always coming and going.
Like, they looking for
Billions?
shit to spend on.
Yeah. I seen
Yeah, they're looking. They need shit to spend on because if they don't, it's like
Okay, when you put it like that, yeah.
how are they gonna write some of it off or like you know like
Mm-hmm.
who knows?
That's right. Who knows? No, that I like stuff like that. I always wonder, like, because I read, but I don't read a lot of like fiction. I like personal development. So like, I think one of the last books I read was The Richest Man in Babylon.
What was that about?
It was like financial literacy for like ancient times, but they wrote it in like King James version. Y'all familiar with King James?
Nah.
It's
Is it the Bible?
it's one of the translations of the Bible.
Yeah, because there's so many translations.
Right. So it's like thou shalt not.
Yeah.
They talk like that, but
The whole book was like that.
well, it's every chapter is like that, but at the end of every chapter, they give it to you in straight English.
So it's like if you didn't get what we were saying,
Right.
This is
You
what
could
it
go
is.
back and you can go just read the end, and then at the end of the book, it give you all the steps. But like to know how to like implement it, they wrote it in King. I thought it was odd, but definitely a good read, and it was like less than 150 pages.
Oh gosh.
yeah, it's like a good day read.
Yeah, they got to it, but yeah, I like. I don't know.
I hear you. I've been trying to get reading more. I read The Alchemist recently.
What's that about?
So, actually, you know, like the rapper Russ, right?
Okay.
And he actually just his new album that just came out is like kind of like not based off it, but like he made a concept album, I guess, based off The Alchemist, pretty much like applying it to his life. And The Alchemist is like a story of this boy who's like looking for like his treasure, and he has to like go through the desert and goes through all these obstacles, and it's like really kind of like some crazy metaphors for like even like an artist on their own journey of like people thinking you're stupid for pursuing this treasure. And I don't want to like spoil too much of it, I guess, but like it's just a good read for like anyone that's like on their own journey. I feel
Yeah,
like.
pursuing something.
It
Okay.
has like a lot of symbolism and deep meaning behind the things that happen in it.
Right. Okay.
So yes, that's like a fictional story, but like it's
Okay.
definitely like helpful for self-development, and like those are the type of books that I like to read too.
Yeah.
Like the 7 Spiritual Laws of Success and shit like that.
7 Spiritual Laws of Success.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what the. I think I got a book. I need to pick it back up. I think I got halfway through it. It's called Try Softer. It's like it's the person that wrote it. I think they're like a mental health worker, and it's talking about like how to unlearn unhealthy habits.
Okay.
And I picked it up and I was like, I already know a lot of this stuff. Like a lot of the stuff is like common sense. Like on it really is like common sense types of stuff. And I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but like the whole message behind the book is like changing your mentality from like away from surviving to living,
Thriving.
yeah, thrive.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, and stuff like that is very like corny, but like that be the stuff that really lasts.
Bro, trust me, the amount of times like the corniest sayings come up on this podcast, and like it's always the realest shit though.
Yeah,
It does happen often because
Yeah.
like especially with this platform, it's meant to support other artists, and a lot of the same just like conversations come up a lot from like enjoying the journey and not like trying to reach a destination. Like I say that shit like all the time.
Yeah.
And like some other cliche shit, but like
But
it
that's
is
the most important.
it is.
yeah, that's neat. I had what was it, the Martial Law EP. I got 6 tracks on there, and on the first track, it's Underpaid. Very first thing that I said was, "When away me from my sins, bitch, I'm overweight." When away me from my sins, bitch, I'm overweight. Tipped the scale in my favor, started betting on myself. Now it's 15 for a show. I'm feeling underpaid.
Real shit.
You feel
Yeah.
me? Yeah, and that's a heads up. So if you want to lock me in, you gotta lock me in. We're not doing nothing free no more. All right. I don't want to go too crazy, but we making a lot of moves, a lot of really significant things, especially at this point. Because I got my next project. Y'all heard it here first. Matter of fact, shout out Chenzo, shout out Endless Enjoyment Entertainment.
Hey.
I'm dropping my next project in October. I'm not gonna give you a date, but just know it's coming very, very soon. And I appreciate you guys, and thank you for your patience. I also got my man FFG Valley in the cut, like Neosporin.
Hey, shout him out. What's good, bro?
What's up, man?
Yeah, we got a handful of projects that we got coming up, and we're not gonna put a lot of dates on stuff. Just know that we got a lot coming up.
Absolutely. I've been cooking, and I'm excited. I'm real excited for what I got coming. I ain't dropped since 2020. And this project, it mean a lot to me. I'm hoping it mean a lot to the fans.
Word.
Hey, so you're also a recording artist as well.
For sure.
For the people
yeah.
that don't know.
Oh, God, yeah, man.
Shout out
This,
FFG Valley.
It's
Yeah.
really my first little appearance, I'm here. I'm a Nashville artist. I'm here to shake the scene, honestly.
Yeah.
Right. The present moment is a beautiful thing. Like on topic of books real quick, when we were on that, one of my buddies was over here the other day. We were recording a song and he's like, "Oh, dude, I meant to bring you this book. I was reading. I've read it like a couple times, and of course, like I set it right by the door to bring to you when I left, and I forgot it still, dude. It's called The Power of Now. I don't know if you've heard about it.
Power of Now.
But I've heard about it from a lot of people. That's like really powerful. Just learning to like appreciate and make the most of like the present moment.
Absolutely.
And I don't know, there's just some like deep concepts in that book that would be like another like type of book that I would love to read, and maybe you would like to get into too.
Yeah, no, put me on after this.
I got you, bro.
Yeah.
And then, so we were talking about you being in the Air Force, and then you're going to school now, right?
Yeah, I'm going to school at MT, Middle Tennessee State, which is actually in Murfreesboro. I'm studying music business, and my goal is to be able to negotiate the contracts. Like, people always talk about how terrible, like, some of these old record deals were, and they really, really were. I'm looking back at stuff that I seen, like, I don't know, the one that comes to my mind is Prince. And just like how, Warner didn't want to renegotiate his contracts. And even like more recently, like you see it with a lot of rappers especially. Like they get, that $400,000 advance, but they sign away like all their future earnings. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that that's okay. I really don't. So the point, like, I want to make sure that while I'm building my brand for myself, I can get enough leverage to go into a room and say, hey, not only do you have to bring me in, but you got to bring 4 or 5 of my artists in, or you got to use our venues, because at the end of the day, like, land is let's call it the ultimate bargaining chip.
For sure, dude. I hear you. You know your value, and you want to make sure that you're not being taken advantage of.
Yeah. I like the business. I really do. Like, I'm talking a lot of shit, bro. But I really do. Like, I think if more people knew, they would, like, I don't know, like, okay, so I have a training program that I've put together, like a development program. So like when I was focusing on building the business behind the music, it was more so about like just educating people on how to make yourself stand out. I say like in person and on paper. We call them PDCs, personal development courses. But the whole goal is to make yourself somebody that you would want on your team.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like everything from I was modeling before I was doing the music, so we're gonna teach you like modeling etiquette. Like how do you go into an audition? What should you bring? What shouldn't you bring? You know what I'm saying? How do you show up to a production? Let's say you want to get into acting. Like what does the repertoire look like? And then like tangible skills. So like a lot of people, they don't know how to like really use, I don't know, Microsoft Office. I'm not a sponsor, but
Yeah.
we don't do free promo. But like just making sure that people have those types of skills, because in the business world, you're going to have to know how to do it, and it would behoove you to know how to do it well. So.
Right. And the more you can do, especially, I feel like in the past, artists, are just known for being the artist,
Mm-hmm.
and not taking care of anything else, and they have other people take care of things for them.
Yeah.
Where
You can't, it can't be like that no more, because there are too many examples of somebody not doing right with your money. Like and don't get me wrong, like I started JMC with the intention of, building like a Fortune 500. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that that's an amazing thing. Like board of directors, you know what I'm saying? Like really, really like building something that people gravitate towards like that. But I never wanted it to be something that I couldn't know what to do. Like one of my mentors and one of my engineers, Tim Hill. Shout out Tim Hill, Rhythm Chamber Studios. But he told me very early on, like there shouldn't be something in your business, in your company, that you don't at least know what it looks like. He really said you should know how to do it, but like for what I'm doing, I can see like I'm not going to know how to do every single thing in my business, and that's okay, because you have to bring people. The Bible says that, if you go to war, seek advisors. It actually says seek many advisors. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
So like, why not put yourself in a position to succeed, even if it means like you share the credit?
Yeah.
Like, people are so it kills me, because you don't have to. You can be doing your own thing. You can be independent, but like my goal is to help people eat, and my table gonna be long.
Yeah, I
feel
hear
me?
you, bro. Especially, I love supporting artists, and I hear what you're saying. Like, if you want something done right, you should do it yourself, or at least know how to do it yourself, or know how to recruit the people that you trust to bring your vision to life, and
Right.
know who to count on, and share that credit with them. I have a lot of very talented people that help me sound as good as I do musically, or help me with artwork and stuff like that. There's things that I know a little bit about on how to do, but still, do I trust myself to execute it perfectly, or the way I envisioned it? Sometimes I'm gonna need to count on some people to do it.
It's good to have other eyes on what you're doing. Like that was always kind of like my mentality with the music, because at first I was going to school for audio production. I was actually going for video, which is ironic because of what we was talking about off camera. But I noticed really quickly, like you can make great music. You know what I'm saying? You can be very talented in singing or rapping and producing, like making the sounds. But I want to be really, really good at one thing before I jump in and try to learn something completely different.
Preach. I'm the same way. So is that your main thing, is rap, or not even rapping, just songwriting, recording right now?
Songwriting, yeah. Everything that you hear me on, I wrote it, like end for end. And I'm not saying that because I don't want to get collaborators. I'm saying it because like in in the age of information, I believe like having a skill like, oh, I can pen 32 bars and organize it. You know what I'm saying? I think that that's a really cool skill, honestly, because I told you I was rapping, freestyling back in high, way before any of this started. So it's not that I don't want to know how to like be really solid at producing the beat. I just want to be really good at. I want to be really good at rapping. I want to be really good at singing, like performing, bro. And I already like it. So it's not like I'm doing something like with the intent to make money. Like I would do it. I have been doing it for like free, and that's how I know like I found something that I was called to do. Like
it'll say while you're developing that skill of the pen, you're developing the skill of your voice and like a feel for rhythm, melody that can translate eventually into producing beats and your own music.
A lot of inspiration. I would say a lot of inspiration comes from Kanye. Because I wasn't really a fan of like the early stuff, but it was only because, you know, I don't know, like College Dropout came out in like 01, 04. I don't even know.
Fact check that to see that.
Yeah, it was early.
Yeah, because I feel like I really didn't get into Kanye until graduation. I was like, what, 8 years old at that time?
Yeah. Yeah, 04. College Dropout came out in 04. So like I liked all of that, but I fell off on like 808 and Heartbreak. What was that? 2008? Yeah, I was listening to Lil Wayne heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of my biggest influences.
Lil Wayne, Jeezy, Gucci, T.I., Dirty South,
Yeah, I say
Twins.
you love those Southern rappers.
On me, T-Pain.
Oh,
man, T-Pain.
That's what we grew up on, though.
You feel me? Like
we were really young when those artists were really taking over.
At their peaks, yeah.
Akon, bro.
Literally, it's a handful of them. But like honestly, like y'all remember the old DJ Khaled collabs.
Bro, We Taking Over is such a legendary song.
I'm So Hood, bro. Let me tell you something.
Crazy, bro.
They all went
Go Hard, T-Pain, Kanye on that track.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Nicki was on that. Shout out Nicki Minaj. Damn. Yeah, like I think about stuff like that, and like I like rap when I'm like, bro, did they all go in there and go crazy like that?
On me.
Like
you
in
trying
person?
to picture the session?
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like because I'm thinking about like I say who else was on that joint? I'm So Hood. Ludacris. Yeah, bro. Everybody coming quick with bangers, throwing up on middle fingers, and you know when those slips, so I gotta keep 10 in the clip and one in the chamber.
Okay.
Bro, I heard that and I was like, Lil Wayne is on this joint too, so what that's gonna sound like? You know what I'm saying? And I already know like those guys were mad competitive.
I was just gonna say they bring the best out of each other. It's like the friendly competition there.
Like, and I like that, like, cause I did a lot of like, I played a lot of sports, so I always had that competitive edge, but it wasn't something that I found myself like really dedicated to on a regular basis. Like I played football from like 8th grade to my junior year, and I ran track 7th grade until probably my junior year. I don't think I did sports my senior year. I broke my arm playing football. Snapped both sides of my wrist during practice. Yeah.
In practice?
Practice?
They were trying to take you out.
On me they was.
That's cool.
On me they was. And I ain't forget. Nah.
He said, I got your card.
Legendary time in music, though, back then. Another artist that reminds me, because you said I'm So Hood, Ace Hood was like a really influential rapper back then, too.
Yeah, I don't know where he went.
Ace Hood don't get his flowers.
Right? He's still around, dude. He's like still yoked these days and
Absolutely.
just like spending time with his family and making music. Like,
I don't think they give him enough love for what he did to the game, though. Like, bro had his own sound, and he was hot.
I really would say his Trials and Tribulations album is one of like the best hip hop albums like ever, dude. I fucking love it. That's like a top album.
I don't know if I listened to the entirety to even gauge.
Is that was Fuck the World on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the government too.
And the government too. Yeah.
Bugatti was on that.
Mhm.
They had a remix to Bugatti with like T.I. was on it and a bunch of other artists.
Yeah,
like,
that was T.
Yeah.
Before the Rollie with Meek Mill.
Yeah.
There was too many good songs on that. But you just remind me of that.
Yeah.
But any other artists that have really inspired you back then or even now to start making music?
Nah, at this point, those were the guys that I can really say like left an imprint on me. Like I like some new stuff. Like I really like 21 Savage. Who else? Like everybody like Drake.
Of course.
Childish Gambino is probably my biggest inspiration. Like I like all those other guys, but like Bino is probably the number. Cause I didn't grow up in the hood, nigga. I was in the suburbs.
Oh yeah.
I was in the suburbs, and I'm not saying that to like, I don't know, flex. Cause some people look at it like a flex, but it was just like my parents. They were married.
It's a matter of fact. That's what you was.
You feel me? But it was lit because, man, let me tell you something. My best friends growing up, it was always like, I think my friend group, I was the only black person.
For real?
And we had an Asian in our friend group. Shout out. Yeah.
Shout out.
It was lit. And I was pretty much always the youngest person, always hanging around people older than me. Mm-hmm. Man, it was cool because like, bro, I'm 12, 13. My friends are 15, 16. Bro, we used to be road.
It's in Murfreesboro?
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
And it was like you notice like that's one of those places, and I keep jumping back on that because like, bro, like this is one of them places like you want to raise your kids like real cozy. I got to get out of Dodge, bro. Super. But it's cool because I really got to like be a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
Like, and that's why I keep going back to that. Like, it was always some family members that I had that I was like, man, or even like people at school. I know for a fact some of my classmates were like sharing beds with their siblings, you know what I'm saying, or like and like couch to couch. And I was always showing love because like, yeah, I was in the burbs, but like it was always love with people that lived on the other side of town. Because I was trying to be in the streets, doing the street shit. And it was like real OGs that would be like, bro, just keep doing what you're doing. Like, yeah, like don't even look in that direction. Don't even, and it was one guy I went to school with. We called him Scooter. He was one of those guys. And I didn't really get too deep into the life, but it was always moments where like they would really want to, sit down and rap. Like, and he was one of those people that was like, yeah, bro, just keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? He was
probably focused.
Yeah. Like, and when you 14, 15, I think I was older than him at the time. Yeah, I was definitely older than him. And he was like really like, putting wisdom. And I can't remember the time frame, but he died shortly after that. He ended up getting killed in town. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all that knowledge, all that wisdom. You feel me? Yeah.
I hear you for sure. We had a conversation with my buddy Fazo on the last episode of the podcast, or 2 episodes ago, where he was saying he's picked up a lot of game from older heads, but he's also like helped the older heads, get more hip. And it's a mutually beneficial relationship because that's why they call it hip when they're older, because the older people are moving more quickly amongst more older people. And then when you're a younger guy and you get put on game for someone older, you're moving more quickly against people your age.
Yeah.
So it's like, it is an interesting dynamic to have. And you should be like grateful that you have those experiences. R.I.P. to...
Yeah, R.I.P. Scooter Great. R.I.P. Scooter Great. It was cool. Because, the old heads, they was always kind of into me. Like, matter of fact, I just knew I was going to be a preacher until probably like 2 years ago. Word. Yeah.
Now you're preaching on the mics.
Hey, stuff work out the way it's supposed to. And I mean, like, when I say like, I grew up at home, but like I really grew up in church. So it was a lot of times where like my relationships, I mean most of my relationships, they came from, you know, being in church. So like I announced my calling into ministry like as like like okay, like you know when you go to church and you be like you accept Christ like into your life. Yeah. Well, I had did that when I was like 6. So by the time I was like they taught me until I was probably like 12, and by the time I was 15, I was teaching class.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was the type like it wasn't even that I was good at it. Like it just came and it just kept coming. I mean, it come now, but like when you young and you soak in, I keep going back to this, but the Bible says that you won't even get to heaven if you don't like experience like Christ as a child. And I'm like, okay, like what does that mean though? Because I've pretty much always walked with God in my life. So it was something that I was like, okay, well, like, do I believe what I believe because they told me,
right?
Or
for you,
or is it for me? Yeah. And that's always been like something that's really like deep when it comes to my music, because music for me was, it was like how do I let it out in a constructive way? I was an angry kid, angry kid.
So when did you realize that it was for you and not just something that you were like brought up to believe in?
When did I know? Probably when I was 6.
It's pretty young, man.
Yeah, I be trying to tell folks like I know how it sound, but like you gotta put yourself through my lens, right? So I told you, I was adopted at 4 months. The way that they explained it, my parents, they gave me up at birth. And when I ended up getting the documents, like it was like white out everything, marked out everything. So they didn't want to get connected. You know what I'm saying? So like you got to put yourself in the lens where like these people came into your life and seen something in you. Now, granted, it's a baby. They say babies are generally going to get picked out quicker. All right. Well, they got me early. Man, let me tell you something. Melissa and Elliot Locke. Melissa, I told you, I didn't move until I left for the military. Melissa and Elliot Locke, those people, they brought me in and treated me like family. And then they brought me into an environment that helped me cultivate. Like, that's why I be saying, like, it was different for me growing up. Not because of, like, honestly, because it was, like, financially speaking, there were moments where it was hard. Bruh, it was moments where it was hard. But, like, what I can say with confidence is, like, there was never a moment in my life where, like, bro, we was going to church. I don't care how bad it was. I don't care what you was going through. So, like, you have to find something in you that's like, okay, well, what am I really doing here? Because I easily could have, veered off. For me, it was more about I believe what I believe because God, like, it could have went so left.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It could have went so left. And I didn't really, like, you asking me, like, how long have I been, like, into it? Truth be told, like, I don't remember a time where I wasn't.
It's pretty wild, though, even at such a young age, you, like, were able just to think that deeply, whether if it was for you or if they were, like, making you go do it.
Probably, like, that same time when I was 6, I can't really put a window on it, but, like, I remember, like, waking up on a Sunday morning and tears running down my face. And I was like, I knew what was wrong, but it was hard to get those types of thoughts and those emotions. Because when you're young, first of all, they don't take you serious, no way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, boy, go watch TV, go play. But I distinctly remember I was crying and my mom asked me what was wrong. And I was like, I don't want to die. And like at 6, like, what do you say?
To a kid, what do you say?
You like, what?
You feel me?
It's your whole life ahead of you.
Yeah, well, it didn't go that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, it was more like I need to know on something deeper than me, because what I'm feeling is deeper than me. Yeah, bro. Like, I like it. And at this point, like, I tell people my goal with the music is to draw the attention of the masses to the eyes of the Lord. like I call it float music. People are always like, oh, okay, groovy, but like, yeah, float music is like it gets you closer to God.
I hear you, man.
Yeah.
For sure. Especially just because I can resonate with that. I talk about faith a lot in my music, and I try not to like come off as like too preachy, but sometimes like it's
it
hard
just comes
not
out.
to,
Yeah,
right?
like I don't think there's anything wrong with that, because if you look now, like Christian rap, like different variations of Christian music is becoming so popular. Matter of fact, bro, like at Bridgestone, maybe like last month, they had one of the big, I don't know the names of the groups. I think it was Elevation, but don't quote me on that. But like they be selling out Bridgestone with Christian music, bruh. It blew my mind, because I always thought it was corny. And it was corny for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. If y'all grew up watching YouTube, like let's say like 2011, everything was corny. Everything was corny.
That was the trend.
It was the trend. But like now, like for me, it wasn't even like it's not that I care, because I'm not making gospel music. I'm not making Christian music. Like I'm making my truth. But like it just so happens that a lot of what I'm doing, it just lines up that way. So like you can hear it in some of the stuff that I say, because like, okay, I don't want to weigh me from my sins. The very last thing on the project is no magic, we operate on faith. So every time I touch the ground, Lord, thank you for another day.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like just sprinkle.
Every day's a blessing. I hear what you're saying about just like obviously your music is not like categorized as Christian, but these themes come through a lot in your music.
Yeah.
Which I relate to strong, because I don't know, for some reason it's like, oh, especially because I cuss a lot too. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
God wouldn't want that to be like categorized as Christian music, because
Yeah.
I'm not the perfect Christian, you know, but he loves everybody, you know.
Yeah, bro. I'll say what another thing that comes up in my music. I mean, we always talking about the girls, but like
can't help it, right?
can't help it, right? Like, what you want me to do? Talk about the bros?
Man,
Sometimes like me and the boys chilling and having a good time.
I mean,
with the bitch.
For real.
I got I just like to address different types of stuff in my music, and I'm not really big into the politics, but like I understand like it's relevant. So like what is it like? I'm real big on like mental health, sexual assault, child abuse, homelessness. Mental health, sexual assault, child abuse, homelessness. Cause like nowadays, like your music, I mean, you can have a hit, and we was talking about that earlier, like you can have a hit and go viral tomorrow, and it can change your whole life. But like, is it gonna be next year, or is it gonna be the next 10 years? Is it gonna be the next 15, 25, 30? And I'm looking for longevity. And so like I'm always looking to like make something that hit, but it's gonna be something that you can listen to like 5-6 years from now.
Timeless.
Timeless.
Yeah.
Timeless. Yeah.
You can go back and listen to it and be like, I wouldn't change anything. And it still hits just the same.
Yeah.
And it's hard because like I'm a perfectionist. So I'm always wondering like, is this need to change? How can I tweak this? You know what I'm saying? Especially now that like I can hear a voice with my music, I'm getting away from doing what I was always doing, because you're gonna hear a lot of like harmonizing in my music. I like it, and I think that it sounds good. So like getting voices in, shout out Harvest. He was on Wanna Show. He just came through one day, and I had brought it up to him before, but I wasn't really sure what to expect. And he's kind of got the same type of background that I got, in the sense of like that church. So like when we came in, yeah, it was gonna be a rap song, but we was going get that choir in mass type sound
For the chorus, yeah.
Bro,
and
yeah.
Make it really pop.
Yeah, and I say, when people ask me like what type of music do I make, I say hip hop and pop, because my goal is to make those types of records.
Right, where those that chorus, especially in "Want to Show," is very catchy, and then you come in the verse is like hot.
Yeah. Appreciate.
I really enjoy that song, man.
Thank you. Did you hear the new single? It dropped what was it, maybe 3 weeks ago? Detroit Flow. Y'all can check that out. Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, Amazon Prime, if that's what you like.
So that's your most recent single that you put out.
Yeah, Detroit Flow. That one is a little bit more into, when you think like rap, that's straight rap. But matter of fact, first church is in session, and I'm the Reverend to believer. This is true, non-believer. Then it's a lesson.
Hey,
Bro, like that's the way that I'm coming, and bro, like when you come in and you genuine, like that's really what I'm doing. I'm just being genuine, but like sounds, like looking for sounds that are more me, as opposed to like just going in and getting on a beat because it sound good.
Right.
It needs to be me. Yeah.
man.
That's dope that you like figuring out what it is to be you as an artist. Cause like making music is one thing, but making your music is totally different.
Mm-hmm. It's so crucial, like, cause I don't like to do the social media thing anyway. So when I do it with the intent of being as clear as I can with my messaging.
Right.
Like, I know like there's always gonna be some overlap, but I like it to be as concise as possible, because at the end of the day, like these are still my words. Like I'm gonna have to stand on this.
So you
Get to
that
the point,
message
yeah.
across.
Yeah.
Instead of like a bunch of fluff, like a lot of artists these days can have just a lot of just nonsense.
Yeah,
They're
nah.
always like, nah, here's my message. That's what
Nah.
I'm saying.
Nah, that's tacky.
It's easy to pop your shit on a song, but it go back to longevity. What are you saying for real?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I have a couple of joints, and you gonna hear it like almost regularly. Like, granted, I'm finna put out new stuff, and we gonna get to that in a minute. But like, let's get right. The whole song is about, what types of drugs do you like? You're gonna go back and you're gonna listen to it. Let's get right. Only for the night. Is it dark? Is it light?
Oh, hey.
Purple Sprite.
Hey,
Paper planes. We about to take flight. You feel me?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I like how you. Yeah, I like that. That's all right.
Yeah.
something more fun.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, like it needs to be, I call it I say house music. I want to make music so good I can buy houses with it.
Hell yeah.
That's not
Buy
the
some
definition
property.
of house music.
Yeah,
And I
there's
really
I was gonna
yours
say that.
better.
Yeah.
I like that a
Yeah.
lot better.
Yeah. I can't take credit for that. I think Pharrell said that first.
Word.
But like, I definitely say that holds to be true.
Great nigga to quote.
Bruh, you feel me?
Yeah.
You feel me? I love learning from people that have already done this shit.
It's
Right.
the best way.
Like avoiding all types of like road bumps when you can. Like, ultimately, like, you still got to do it. You know what I'm saying? And the worst is when like you already knew it was coming and it still hit you.
Yeah.
But it's like, bro, at least you got through it. I say you gotta get to it to get through it.
Type shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to go through some things yourself to even understand. Like, someone might
Right.
say it to you, like, "Oh, don't do this," and then you might just be like, "Ah," and then you
Yeah.
go through it yourself,
Yeah.
and you're like, "Ah, that's why he said that."
Yeah.
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 And I see what you mean by like learning from people who've already done it, because especially if they're in a place that you want to be in, that's the
Yeah.
most valuable
Yeah.
advice you could probably get, is from someone that is already doing where you want to where you want to be
Yeah.
in the future.
Yeah. Not necessarily like, yes, definitely like that's where I want to be. In the sense of like I want to be in a position to change circumstances with music, but like ultimately, like, I'm thinking more so about like the whole production. Like, in a perfect world, I want it to be something where like you you come in for your video, or let's say even before that, you come in to, let's say you got to figure out how to pen a couple of verses. You come in, we help you finish the verse. You go straight into the studio. We get into the mixing and have a whole setup where you can come in and do the video all in one day.
At the same place.
The same place.
Yeah, that's killer.
That's what I'm working on.
And helping put other people on.
Bro, like imagine you drop your kids off to the studio after school. That's lit.
Because if they're ambitious and they're excited about that, then and they have the right tools for people to help them, that's only gonna benefit them and get them started quicker.
Yeah, literally. And there's so much young talent. And if you look, I can definitely attest to this. Like with modeling, they start that early. Like honestly, they start them at like diapers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, why don't we have that same mentality when it comes to music? The music gonna last long. Now, I said I prefer the video over the pictures, but the music usually outlasts the pictures.
Yeah.
You feel me? So like what types of imprint is gonna be left? And I'm thinking about like, I don't know, Fortune 500s.
Gotta dream big, man.
Gotta dream big.
Because why else are we gonna shoot our shot out here for not like?
Yeah, especially in a city like Nashville.
Right. Gotta shoot for the stars, man.
Shoot for the stars, because they hear. Yeah. I was at the BET Awards this past summer, and that was lit. That was the
trip you took out to LA?
Mm-hmm. That was my first time out in Cali, period. And I got out there and I was like, nah, this is it. The vibe was nice. The people that I ran into, it was a great experience. Even like the connections, like being in an environment where one of those types of events are going on. But first of all, Black entertainment television, always lit. Lit. But there was something about the vibe that it matched me. It matched me.
It felt like where you were supposed to be.
Yeah, it was, and I promise I was ready to sell my house, leave, gone, and it really got me because y'all know Drake. He did the Her Loss with 21 Savage.
Yeah.
They got a song on there. He said, niggas dumb as fuck. Imagine if I did that stupid shit when I was coming up. Nigga said, nigga went and bought a house when he could have bought a verse. Then he was like, niggas dumb as fuck. Imagine if I did that stupid shit when I was coming up. But I looked at that shit and I was like, damn. Like, because I know folks that really, like, they get that good feature and it go like that.
Yeah, it takes like one cosign to just change the whole game. I think about that shit all the time because I've been on my grind. I've been making music for 5 years now, and but put in another 5 years and you get more people noticing. All it takes is one artist to be like, yo, I fuck with this guy.
Yeah.
Hop on a song.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Or even just like post a story listening to a song, dude. Like,
yeah.
That can change your whole life.
Literally. But I also had to think like, bro, these niggas are still talking. They still like just, you know what I'm saying? With hip hop especially, like a lot of it is shit talking.
Flexing.
Yeah. Because I'm also like, I don't know. I just know like, you like, I don't even know how to explain it. You can get into the music and you can feed into it. Like I didn't watch a single music video for like 11 years.
Wow.
Because like music for me was like my outlet. I didn't have a lot of friends per se, like people that I could really confide in. Because like by the time I was like a senior in high school, I told you all my friends was older than me. So it was
They're
like
gone.
You know what I'm saying? So like for me, it was more about like I want to enjoy it the way that I hear it the first time. And then that was kind of like that time where like Illuminati was real popular. And I didn't really want to get too deep into what they had going on in the video.
Visuals behind your shit.
You feel me?
Hidden messages.
You feel me? Like, and even if what they were saying has some validity, for me it was more like I just want to enjoy this like this.
The creation.
Yeah, because you got these major labels, and they really do have like control of your name, image, and likeness. So it's like, shit, it might have been some stuff that was in there, but.
True. But then as of like recently with people like Cole Bennett who have like helped other independent artists like so much and with like crazy visuals, like that's why like music videos are on like a whole nother level now.
Yeah. I think it's lit. I think it's lit now because like Cole Bennett, he's probably like one of the bigger ones.
Yeah, definitely one of the most influential.
Yeah. But it was always like, I don't know, like at that moment in time, like nobody was really paying attention to who the director was. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It was kind of like, yeah, they got a new video coming. I can't even think of something. Probably like, y'all remember? I think the last music video I really like seen was like the Heifer.
For real?
Yeah, for a long time. That was like 2009 Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. It's a long time, dude.
Yeah. I've been seeing some stuff now for sure. Like, I think the last thing I watched was Hood Rats with Sexy Red and Suki Hana.
Can't say that I've seen
that. Yeah. I know what you're talking about, but I ain't seen it.
Yeah.
Sexy Red
it's wild.
Huge right now.
Super wild. Damn, I keep hitting the table.
Good, bro.
I be trying to be smooth with it. Do not be working, bro. Do not be working. Too damn big.
It's all right.
Let me see. But nah, they was in the parking lot of a Popeyes.
Just turning up.
Bro, yeah, and had this stripper with a big booty. Yeah. I'm talking about that thing was thanging. That thing was thanging.
Monkey on it.
Yeah. And then, you know, like, you already knew what the vibe was when I said Sexy Red and Suki Hana.
Yeah.
So it was one of them. And then this is how I know, like, the game is different because that video went viral. And then maybe, like, a week later, they dropped a real video for the same song. Mm-hmm. And that shit went crazy. It's probably at, like when I seen it, I think it had, like, 7 million. I'm finna check. Hell yeah. That shit was crazy. Hood Rats. I'm not going too deep. Yeah, bro. It's got 3 million views. 3 million views from 3 weeks ago.
That's a lot.
3 weeks?
Yeah.
3 weeks? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it can go crazy. It can go crazy quick, but that's not really what everybody doing. Plus, you gotta know your audience.
Yeah, that's the realest thing.
Yeah.
You have to know what you're going for.
Yeah.
You plan on releasing some visuals for this next project?
No.
No?
No. I do plan on doing some visuals, but I want to do like really like significant types of projects because like the videos take a lot of time and it's a lot of money, and for what I'm doing, like this next project, we have some other stuff coming up. So like, thank you for your patience is like a prelude. Yeah.
It's almost like sorry for the wait. It's like, yo, here's some shit before we really give you.
You feel me? Yeah, that's that's a great way to put it. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for your patience is just, you know, letting people know like this is something that we got cooking up. I'm not saying that this is the direction. It might be, but like the good thing is like just know it's some more stuff on the way. Yeah. But we're going to make sure that this is something that we want to do, because like at this point, like CLE, which is the record label, the company that is putting all of the energy towards like the actual music, and that goes the same with the videos. The goal is to like make sure that we can have something that we can replicate. Not to say like I want to do everything the same way every single time, but I do want to know like this is how we want to present it.
Like have a template.
Yeah. Because want to show, I really like the video that we did But when I got done looking at it, I'm the type of person to like I'm looking at it with like extreme prejudice. Like, what could we have done better? What could we have done differently? Even down to like, I don't know. I think in the video, my shirt, it kind of folded in so you could see the inside of my shirt. And I looked at it and I was like, I'm probably the only person that's ever
Right.
gonna know. But like, I mean, I guess everybody gonna know now.
Right.
But that's how I am with the visuals. So like, I'm real meticulous with my music, the way that it sounds and what I'm actually saying. And I know some of my music is vulgar. Like, I know it is. But like, the whole point behind it is to like get it out. And
Absolutely.
if that's the way that it comes out, that's the way that it comes out. Let's be honest. I clean
It captures that moment.
Yeah, like I clean this shit up, but ultimately, like you can hear like some of the stuff that I'm talking about. Like I'm really telling stories from like that season where I really didn't talk much. You know what I'm saying? When all my friends was gone, like this is the music that you're hearing right now. Like a lot of, I told you 6 years in the making for the Martial EEP. Just imagine the stories that go on in the last 6 years.
All right.
Yeah. Now we can get into. Thank you for your patience. Let me look at the track list.
Yeah, speak on it, bro. Whatever you want to talk about.
So like, do I got my sound on? Nope. Yeah, I got 6 tracks. Might be 7. Yeah, it's up. Yeah, I got 6 tracks. The first one it's called Madness. Madness. It's a club jam. It's something that I really want to get like pushed in like, I don't know, Miami, Las Vegas type vibes.
Party City.
Yeah, like that's really what I'm looking at, because I really like face to face, the way that it goes off in the club. Like that's like, I don't know, like that Memphis type sound, and Madness is more like, I don't know. I say it's got that trap sound, but it's more like building onto something that we already did, and that's exciting.
Yeah.
Like I don't want, like I'm glad that I can like kind of pull that out. Heartily is. I don't even know how to. It's gonna be one of them. That's all I can say. It's gonna be one of them. Yeah. And then like we've got 2 singles that we putting out for it now, like Detroit Flow and Wanna Show. So like it's a lot of things that have been put together. But like, I mean, I guess Wanna Show is on there. So there's your visual.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. I got some really exciting stuff, but like that's the one where, you know, let's let people know, like if the first one was like getting to the point where like let's see if we can do it. Now let people know, like, hey, this is, not only am I doing it, but I'm doing it at this level.
Right.
Yeah.
Now you're doing it for real.
Yeah.
We ain't fucking around.
Not at all. Not at all. I need to make sure I get my acknowledgments. Yeah, shout out Stan. I know he couldn't be in here tonight, but like this is it's all love over here, bro.
What is it like having him help out with everything?
It's awesome because we click on so many like perspectives. Like I was telling you, like I grew up with both my parents, and we're in the same boat in that sense. So like I can talk about things that most people just wouldn't, you know, like it's not that you don't understand, but you just can't relate. Right. So like that's nice to have somebody like that in my corner. You know, you always want to have somebody who kind of keeps you on schedule, and Stan, he's definitely, let's get it done.
Yeah. Call him Father Stan.
Father Stan.
Shout him out. Yeah. So how'd you guys meet? MTSU or?
Yeah. We were both on campus, and so like, you know, you just gotta kind of stay close to people that look like you. in environments like that. So we just kind of hit it off, just off of the fact of like being in the same area at the same time, you know. But
Divine timing, almost like
divine timing. I like that.
Right, everything happens for a reason. It's like crazy when you see, especially down the road, when you see like how things really lined up to get you to where you are.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to the producers on the joint. Shout out Miles. Miles made it. I've been going crazy lately. I'm glad that he hit me up. He was actually out in LA when I hit him. But he goes to MT2. Like, there's a lot of talent like on campus, and I think that that's super lit, because like the program in and of itself was something where I didn't really know what to expect, but like super competitive, man. People coming out from California like on a regular, like just to get active and get in to what they got going on at MT. Shout out Action, shout out Jackson. He been going super crazy. That was one of the first guys I got connected with out here. And like when I say my producer, I'm talking about Action. Yeah, all Action. Tim Hill, all action. Yeah. It's like that. Tim, he's been in the game for going on 30 years at this point. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like when you got people like that that's really serious and good about what you're doing, like, it makes it better. That's why I'm so excited about this next project. Like,
right, because you have people that you look up to and mentor you in a way where they can get excited about it too.
Yeah, I'm at that point where, like, it's like, yo, like, when your next performance, or like, hey, when your next project coming?
Yeah.
Like, and that's exciting. Like, that's how I know, like, I'm doing something that I'm supposed to be doing, because if you put money behind something, no matter what it is, you expecting to at least get your money's worth.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Well, music is a hobby until it's not. Does that make sense?
Right.
Yeah.
Music is a hobby until it's not.
Especially when you're investing way more than you're receiving.
Yeah. And you always talk about like the starving artist, the hungry artist, like somebody who has just, been cranking the wheel. And for me, it's I'm cranking, you know what I'm saying? I'm on a roll, but like the momentum was something that I was already looking for at a young age. So now I'm like, okay, well, like this is I can kind of see where I can take it.
Not the ball rolling.
Yeah, and it's a lot at times. So like, the anxiety of like, can I live up to my own hype?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like, CLE, I say it's me versus me. It's me versus me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I make music for people to enjoy, but like ultimately, like, am I okay with it? Am I confident in the level of work? Like those are the types of conversations I'm having now. Like, as opposed to like, yeah, we gonna do it. Yeah, we gonna do it. But how well we gonna do it?
And what level are we doing?
And what level? I'm definitely shooting to be somebody in conversations. I'm not aiming to be the best, but I'm gonna be the best.
Well, that's like how I heard about you originally was, me and Stan working together at Buds and Brews for a while, and he finds out that I make music. We're talking about artists that he knows. Both of you were the first people, that come out of his mouth. That's just like, that's what you guys are known for, and he believes in you guys strongly, obviously. And then, before I even met you guys, I already knew you were like doing your thing.
That's
so.
cool.
Word.
Yeah.
Word. Yeah. I say like,
to have those people vouch for you though, right? So
you feel me? Like, because I ain't know that.
Yeah, me either.
I ain't know
that.
Yeah.
It just gave me a little fire under my ass.
But you already know Stan's probably out tonight working, and whoever he strikes up a conversation with, if they're a musician, if they're into hip hop, like your names are leaving his mouth.
Yeah. That's good.
And see, like you said, like it takes one person. It could be that. It could be your friend who just believes in you that much. Like he mentioned your name in the right space, and
Mm-hmm.
now you're doing something.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I do have to be clear though. I'm. What's the word? I don't really care about. What's the word?
Nah, say how you mean it.
Say how I mean it.
For real.
I don't care about being the best rapper or the best artist.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm aiming to be the best
Version of you.
the best version of me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Amen.
It just so happens that I can rap and I can sing and I can do all these other different stuff. What you said, you like
Man of many hats.
Man of many hats. like I think that shit is cool. I think having one skill is great. So like I don't know. I can't think of somebody like who's known for just like one thing.
Shit,
Messi? Soccer? Okay, yeah. Okay, well, no, that's not a great example because I know Messi getting a bag.
Yeah, he's got like business ventures outside of that.
Ooh, wee.
Okay.
That's a good question, though.
But no. Okay, so I can't think of somebody, but like, I say that because like the intention is to like really like leave an impression. Mm-hmm. Like I wanna go into a room and even if I don't say a word, it's like the energy speaks for itself.
Yeah.
And having that confidence is huge. Like, I literally agree with exactly with what you said. Is I don't care if I'm the best rapper out here, but I'm the best version of me right now. So fuck with me.
Yeah.
Like it's like I feel on top of the world. I feel like I might be the best rapper out right now.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not gonna be like Lil Wayne when I'm the best rapper alive. But I feel like I'm the best version of me alive right now. So that's huge. Yeah, that's exactly what counts.
I say I definitely have the mentality of like when I speak about like people who inspire me, like I don't really look at them like not that they don't inspire me, but like I'm literally doing what they're already done.
Like not putting them on a pedestal and being like,
nah, because you get to a point where like when it really strike, what I'm saying, like that's gonna be like competition. Mm-hmm. And I like the sound of that. Like I get excited about things like where it's like, I guess the best comparison would be like first week sales. Like I wanna really like ship out 35,000 in a week. I think that would be lit.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I really wanna have like I want a night at the Grammys where like I just sweep. That like maybe not every single category, but like in my category.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like that would be dope. Like people don't not that they don't put those types of ideas in their head, but like I think it was Russ that said like you gotta have like at some point you gotta have like you have to almost be delusional about like where you can take it. You know what I'm talking about?
No, bro, I know 100%. I read his book, his like self-help book, and I'm definitely in that stage. I was literally told by a family member of mine too that I am straight up delusional, and I'm like, bro, you say that like I don't already know.
They call everybody who's great. They told them they were crazy.
Literally,
nobody believes in you till you do it.
And I promise.
Exactly, and that's why the people that believe in you before you do that shit are fucking so important because those are the people that are gonna be with me when I do fucking everything that I said I was gonna do and more.
Right.
It's gonna turn out even better than you could have imagined.
Yeah. No. Absolutely. And I like that you said it the way that you did. Cause truth be told, bro, like I think most people that like have a itch for music are already in that mentality of like, yeah, I know it's a lot of people that's not gonna fuck with me.
You got to come into it knowing that it's gonna be more no's than yeses.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But at that point, that's when you gotta like your yes gotta be the one that matters most.
Absolutely.
The people around you that you trust, especially like the producers and engineers that you work with.
Yeah, even like people that
I don't even give that too much. Not to cut you off.
Go ahead.
My closest friends, like when I started music, I told them I couldn't do it without them. Like I knew I needed that support system, but it's been plenty of times I go make a song and I show them and they're all like, I don't know if that's it. And I'm like, well, screw y'all. I love it.
Right.
Because it's for me at the end of the day. And like,
Yeah.
as much as the support matters, you can't give anybody outside too much.
Yeah.
But also sometimes you gotta know the right people to show the right songs.
Yeah,
I know like
for sure.
I've made some really emo shit, dude, and I know to show that to certain people.
Yeah.
And get their
Yeah.
opinion on it rather than like my friends who love the more like stoner rap shit because like they're just gonna
Because
it's
they
not
They're not
for
just
them.
gonna
don't
feel
have
it the
that.
Yeah,
same
it's
way.
not for them. You
They're
know?
not
Yeah.
gonna feel it the same. No, I
That's
feel
real.
that. That's like my playlist, honestly. Cause I'll be in the car and I'm the type of person like I have everything in my playlist. I got like I don't know.
Excuse me.
Everything from like what's something crazy in my playlist?
But even then, when it comes to like a playlist, when I'm around my family, like my parents and stuff on vacation, I'm playing a whole different playlist than
Oh,
when
me.
I'm
Yeah.
with my boys getting fucked up or when.
For
Absolutely.
sure. Different vibes,
Yeah.
different ears.
Yeah.
But I know how to cater to those people. Like when
Yeah.
I remember being on vacation with my parents like a couple summers ago, and I was just playing like old school bops, dude. And they were like, "How do you know so many good songs?" Like, whatever. And it's like I listen to everything.
Right,
And
right.
I'm not gonna play the shit that I know you're not gonna like right now. Like
That's a good mentality. I done got the same way with my people too. It's like I don't even want you to open the door for criticism on my music right now. So I'm just gonna play whatever
Play
you know is going
your
right.
music.
Yeah, let me just play your music.
There's a time and a place.
Literally. But now like a lot of I ultimately like I would like to start a band. Like
What kind?
like a traditional like guitar, bass, piano. Maybe not a piano, but like a keyboard.
Yeah.
Bass, guitar. I think that would be lit.
For live performances.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I listen to a lot of Green Day.
Hell yeah.
A lot of Green Day. That 21st Century Breakdown.
Do you see yourself like branching off into more like other styles of music, or would you like still be rapping with the band? Because you know there's a lot of popular hip hop artists that do perform with bands sometimes.
Yeah, I definitely want to. I want that's my whole thing. Like I would like to have a band like whenever I go perform, like to make it a regular thing. Like I like the vibes. Plus like having a band on stage is a vibe.
Yeah.
Because you're feeding off all each other's energy. You're on the same wave. You're on the same beat. I've done it once before. My roommate upstairs, you guys just met Steve.
Yeah.
My buddy Tommy, he's a drummer upstairs. Tommy plays guitar, bass, whatever. We did like a little project in college where we like performed a show too as well with the music that we made. And it's just like, dude, we had some crazy moments where we were all just like on the same page, just hitting this like one part of the song. Like and that energy is unmatched.
Yeah.
It's
Beautiful.
something I've never experienced as a solo artist.
Yeah,
Performing.
and that's my thing. Like doing it on stage by yourself is cool, but like you know this hip hop is like there's gonna be a moment to turn up, and the turn up is like unless you have like background dancers, is usually just the performer,
Yeah.
the artist on
you know,
stage.
it's your stage presence.
Yeah, like you like
Unless you have like a hype man or something.
yeah that but like I don't know like real instruments are like I like that. Like I like the vibes, I like the energy, and then like a lot of those songs like you can't really replicate them with machines. Like I don't know, the one that comes to my mind is like Stairway to Heaven. Like you can't get that with a drum kit. Like those types of songs, because like ultimately like I do want my music to be timeless.
Hitting on important topics.
Yeah, right. But like I want to be able to like connect with people that kind of grew up the same way that I did. Cause like, bro, I want to say it was Gambino. Yeah, Gambino said that like he just couldn't find a lot of people that listened to Korn growing up. And I'm like, I didn't really fuck with Korn, but I don't know a lot of people that were listening to Falling in Reverse either.
Yeah.
Right. Even then, that's like, especially here. I mean, I have a lot of different friends and not like a friend group. I like a lot of emo shit too, and hard to find those people if they're not on the same page as you. So like that's why I like going to shows alone, because I always end up meeting people that's like I wouldn't have met otherwise.
Stuff that you actually like.
Yeah, and then we both like the same shit. It's such a good feeling when you do find like your almost like it's soul family. Like that's like your family when it comes to that shit. Like yo, if anything's going down, you already know. Like I'm with it.
Yeah, and plus like I'd never been to a concert until like very very recently. Now that I'm thinking about it, like
what, dude?
Bro, yeah, like probably like last year.
For real?
Who was it?
Moreee the Scientist.
Oh, I love Mariah.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect, but then come to find out, I knew some of her joints, and I was like, okay, wait, like she's kind of.
You saw her at MT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I was the person that put her name in the poll, so we voted for it, and she ended up winning out.
Damn.
Yeah, I didn't even get to meet her. It was so sad. I actually had a recording session the same night of the concert, so I didn't even get to see the whole show.
Oh god.
I was like, so like,
Business.
bro, like honestly, like, yeah, like money call got a ring.
Shout out Mariah. I need you. If you see this.
hey, I need you too. Like, come on, let's get in the booth. Seriously. There's a couple of people I was actually talking about the other day. Like, even before I had seen her perform, like, I said like that would be like a dream feature.
For real.
Yeah.
Speaking into existence, man. Right here, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
All in due time.
Who else? Like, Isaiah Rashad. He's actually from Chattanooga.
Yeah.
So like yeah, bro. Like, so I've been listening to him since the Sylvia tape. Who else? Like, I think Gambino. I think a Gambino collab would be like super like weird.
Right.
Yeah.
But it would be like weird.
You know he's not Gambino anymore.
You know what I mean?
That's not his name anymore.
Like,
he's like Donald Glover.
Like, yeah, like I don't know.
Is he not on the music shit anymore?
He said that he's got music coming out, but I ain't heard nothing.
Under his real name.
Yeah, he's heavy on the acting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched Atlanta.
Bro, yeah. Rewatched it.
Wild show. I gotta rewatch it, dude. That shit is so mind fucking the first time you watch it.
The last season was it was no, not the last season, but like the season before when they were in Europe.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, like I don't know. For me, it was like TV can be kind of interesting again.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm the type of person, like, you come to my house right now, my TV's not even plugged up. I don't be on it.
Yeah.
And if I am at home, like, I'm listening to music, honestly, or I'm listening to nothing. I'm actually doing more like not like vocal. I am doing more vocal resting, but I'm doing like more resting for my ears.
Mm-hmm. That's important.
Yeah, just getting in a groove of like, if I'm not doing something like actively with the music, like in an effort to like draw attention or make money, like give yourself some rest.
So you can come back with fresh ears.
Yeah. And that's like one of the tips that they put me on in the studio. Like, you gotta like know when to walk away from it for a little while. Mm-hmm. And it works.
100%, dude.
On me. Yeah.
Another question I had for you, because of your story, made me think of it earlier. Life, work, art, like the balance between it all, it can be overwhelming at times.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess just like, how do you deal with it, or how are you dealing with it?
Life, balance. Okay, so it kind of goes back to what I was telling you about my workshops. So the PDCs, the personal development courses, are designed, like, I created like a metaphor. So like, you have your 5 pillars of stability. And this is like, I preach this, like I live by this. I'm preaching, but like I live by this, like no bullshit. You have your physical, mental, social, emotional, and your financial. So like, if you have 5 pillars and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your finances are great, but you have terrible social skills. You're not balanced. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So like, it kind of goes into like reading. I do spend a lot of my time just like kind of like leveling myself and getting to the point where like I can sit and just read. It's not even that like I want to read, but it's like it's a discipline that helps me like keep myself like focused.
Yeah.
I don't do yoga, but I spend a lot of time stretching. Yeah, I've been slacking lately, so I need to get back on it.
Same, bro.
'Cause
Meditation.
Yeah, like just getting to the point like being present. Like I'll wake up, before I go to bed, when I wake up, like I'm gonna say a prayer. But like as far as like stretching is so underrated, bro. Stretching is
I don't
so
get how people don't, dude.
and
Like,
and
if I go a
drinking
couple
water.
days without stretching, bro, I'm like, I gotta get
You feel me?
stretching.
And when I was working out heavy, like at one point I was like 225 solid. I would go home and go straight to the shower, go to bed. And now I feel it. Bro, I feel it.
Tight.
You gotta
Tight.
wind
Gotta
the body
stretch.
down. You gotta warm it up.
I got to the point. I also go to the sauna regularly just to clear.
Yeah, release any toxins in your body.
Bro, yeah. Especially after
I never tried that.
Oh yeah, I did it. I got into it because I was smoking heavy, like super heavy, and for like long periods of time. So like once I started like going to the sauna regularly, I could feel where like almost like the ick came off.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a minute since I've done the sauna, but they definitely are wonderful, especially
Super
like after a
underrated.
workout. If it's like at the gym, you have one at the gym.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. As a matter of fact, is it Gold's? Yeah, Gold's. So it's like easy access. Yeah, I know. There's a couple of them that they got like extra little amenities. Cause I know like Planet Fitness, they've got like massage chairs.
That's killer.
Yeah, but I'm the type like I don't know. I'd rather just lay out on the floor flat, just out.
Just unwind.
Just enjoying the fucking.
On me, just wanting to relax. What else do I do to keep balance? I give myself compliments in the mirror.
Affirmations.
Yeah.
Yeah, even like just like I guess like pep talks. Like sometimes like let's say like I'm having a really bad day or like just like a series of bad days. I get to the point where I'm like, this is okay. You know, you're doing good. That you know what I'm saying. It's rough right now, but you're gonna be all right.
This too shall pass.
This
man.
too shall pass. Honestly, like it got to the point where I'm like, cause I told you I used to get, I had a terrible attitude when I was young, right?
Yeah.
So like something pissed me off, you was gonna know, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't too shy about static. So it was like, it would be like, you know, take that deep breath because I know I'm about to say something that I'm going to regret, you know what I'm saying? But I got to a point where I'm like, okay, well, let me just focus in real quick. Just chill out. Just chill out.
Yeah, relax.
Yeah.
Catch yourself before you even go off the rails.
You know what I'm saying? And it's good because you know, you have that friend that they mean well, but like you pissed off and now they pissed off.
Yeah.
And now that, you know what I'm saying, that keep you hot.
Yeah. They're not encouraging the right shit.
You feel me? Like, and I was that friend that was gonna get pissed off for my friend. So it's like, you gon' even if you're not mad no more, we both mad. So you mad.
I'm for that.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, I got to the point where I was like, okay, well, like, let me do it different. So that's what I started doing. I just started cooling myself off. What else?
I hear you. I was a hothead as a kid, dude.
Yeah.
Now it's like I try not to let myself even get to that level. It's not worth your time, energy.
Mm-hmm. Most people aren't even as mad or like, I mean, they might be mad, but like they don't really mean it like they say they do anyway.
Yeah.
Right, they're just speaking, snapping because they're mad.
Yeah. So I practice silence. That's probably my big one right now. Practicing silence.
Yeah, that was one thing I learned from that book I was talking about earlier, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. One of it is just like you should take time every day to just sit in silence.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's that. Yes, that I should do more of that too.
Same.
I was thinking more um, like instead of like having a response to some dumb shit somebody would say.
Yeah.
Just don't even
You know what I'm
give
saying?
it.
Or like if somebody try to crack jokes with me, I'm real good at.
Same. Like,
Hey,
bro,
some
I
people
would
just
look at
don't
you
know
like you're
when
an
to like
idiot.
be serious and not be joking.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, bro.
Yeah, like, and it's funny now because I'll be like going back and forth with somebody, and I hear something I don't like, and I'm
Man, now what?
And you can just see the whole like vibe change.
yeah,
And then they realize, oh, I probably should.
yeah. I think it's funny. I think it's funny. I always did, but for me, it was like that's something that I have to do to to not go there because
Yeah.
ultimately,
Keep
like,
you in line.
yeah, like most people, they really are not. They don't mean no harm, but like I didn't play well. I said on Bayflow, I said failed recess. I don't play well.
Failed recess.
Yeah, that's hard.
You feel me? Like, and I was joking when I said it, but like I said, like you know what I'm saying? Like you just you gotta put yourself in just I don't know, like give yourself disciplines, like because okay, it kind of goes back to like why do I believe what I believe, like. I believe what I believe because I've actually tried it. Like the stuff that I'm telling you, like I practice this stuff.
Yeah.
That's how I know
You
like
live it.
the PDCs are gonna be something that's fruitful for other people. What is that? Physical, mental, social, emotional, financial. Like I'm kind of like you. Like I don't mind going out by myself. Like I don't really meet strangers. And when I do, it's like we're not strangers for long.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So like just getting really good at, communicating with people. I will say like my personal relationships have been like slacking because like I'm so
In
like
the zone.
I'm super in the zone when it comes to like this music shit, bro. Like
And
I'm,
taking care of all the other, pillars
yeah,
of, what'd you say it was?
5 pillars of stability.
Stability. Yeah, and just paying attention to those. I know, like, I had to, like, take care of my finances in one time, and then it's like, so you're not going out, you're not spending as much.
Yeah.
But then you do need to get out and be social to maintain, that level of sanity there. And
Yeah. It's different now because like I'm noticing as an adult, like most people don't just go out to make friends. Like you're usually a part of like an organization or a club, or like you find a hobby. I don't know if you like bicycling, you find other people that are into stuff like that. So like finding friends as an adult, especially after COVID,
so hard.
bro. Like, it's almost like I don't even want to talk to you anymore. And then you find people that's like, you hit it off, but like you don't really run into that person in life.
Right.
So like I don't know, I can't think of something. Maybe like somebody you meet at work, and then y'all end up going to like a new job, and like the only communication that you had with that person was like through work.
Yeah.
It's
And you
like,
never see him.
you know what I'm saying? Like how often do you run into like somebody that you really was fucking with from back in the day, like at a job, and you're like, hey, like let's go out, grab something to eat, go get a drink.
Right. There's plenty of good people at my last job I had down here that I don't see ever,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I bet they're probably doing great in life, having, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I wish them the best. If I were to see him, I'd be like, let's get lit, let's have a
But
good
it's like, I don't really
We're all on our
know
own path.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's in due time. Everything like that's why I said it earlier too. Posted a vlog on my channel just talking about everything that's been going on lately. But fucking losing my train of thought there. Sorry.
Are you good?
What was the point? We were just saying like making friends and
Yeah, we was talking about the
keeping in touch with
the social pillar. Yeah, just making sure like you can stay connected. Like I'm not really a big like club person. Like I didn't really like see the logic because I'm the type of person like I don't need to go through a club to meet somebody. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm kind of noticing like a lot of that is popular.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially in school. So just like different. I'll tell you one thing, like I'm definitely wanting to join like associations like with like Recording Academy.
Okay.
Yeah. Cause like, come to find out, to like really like win a Grammy, you got to be a part of like an organization.
Yeah.
Like you can't just
You
apply.
can't just do that shit.
I'm like, that's weird, but okay. The same. I'm sure it's the same way with like TV and film. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Probably gotta be signed up with something registered.
mm-hmm. So, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that, like where it makes sense, I guess. But like, I don't know, nigga. I was going to church camp, so for me it was like, bro, I don't know nobody here.
Yeah.
Make friends.
No other option.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all ever went to camp?
Nah,
Oh
bro.
yeah, summer camp.
I'm so screwed in life because I've had the same set of friends since 7th grade. Like,
Really?
yeah, and like I'm fortunate as hell. Like I love them guys, but it's like 20 of us, so I've had a lot of fucking friends for a long time. So when it comes to meeting new people, I'm never really like, I'm not against it, but
going out of the way. To
yeah,
do
it's
it.
like, bro, I got hella friends I can't even talk to, so I'm not really hurting about it.
Yeah.
Right, especially just when you're in your own zone, you have your pillars of your own life to take care of.
Yeah,
Mhm.
That's
literally.
really. I guess I was trying to touch on that. Maybe if there's something else I was gonna say, but I definitely was just speaking on that earlier, where it's like, I know there's a lot of y'all that I don't see, but I've just been taking care of my shit, and when the time's right, I love bringing people together. I love hosting events. I love
Right.
getting other artists to perform.
I damn near like that more. Like if I haven't seen somebody and I call for us to get together, it's like this is a fucking celebration. I
Right.
missed
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's all real. Like no love's lost, no matter what. Like,
Yeah. Those are the best friends where like 2.5 years can go by and you haven't talked once and you call them and you're like, hey, how you been?
Yeah.
And it's like no time has
"Yeah,
passed
bro,
at
what's
all."
Yeah.
good?"
Yeah. I love stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, out of all of them, I'd probably say that's the one that, I don't know. It's kind of weird right now because I'm focusing on like a lot of different things. So like juggling life is like a hassle not a hassle. I mean, it is a hassle. But,
Feeding yourself,
you know what
especially
I'm
as an
saying?
adult, paying the bills.
Let me make sure like everything is done within not even 24 hours because you got to sleep.
Yeah.
So
It's
like just
important.
juggling.
I got a word.
What is that? What else? Emotional. Like, I don't know. I don't really consider myself emotional. But like, I'll say like, I'm dating again. I wasn't dating for a long time. I was, what was it like? I was in like that talking period with the last girl, but it didn't really go anywhere. And even before that, I was like doing my own thing, probably going on a year now. So like, I wasn't really looking for nothing, but now I'm kind of in that mentality of like, okay, well, like maybe it is okay to focus in on one girl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not to say like I don't know. It's funny because I don't want it to also interfere with everything that I've got going on. People are always like, well, I'm not ready or I'm not where I want to be in life. And I'm definitely that type of person right now.
Right. I just told you on the way here, I was like, girls with distractions.
You feel me?
For
That's
real,
just how
you
I
don't want to
feel.
take it up all your time. You want her to be supportive of what you're doing.
Yeah, definitely. You got to be
Especially
supportive.
these young girls, bro. Like,
Yeah.
the girls our age, bro.
And then chasing music,
They just
bro,
want
they act
fun,
like if you
dude.
chasing music, you're a lost cause, and it's not even.
Yeah.
Bro, it's not.
It's gonna pay off in the long run.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
like-
shit that we're gonna be doing a few years from now
Mm-hmm.
is gonna be even crazier than what we could be doing right now going out. So why don't we take this time to work?
Yeah. Like I would definitely say more looking for somebody to build with, like, because if
Memories with. And
if you're not in that mentality of like why aren't we going out every weekend? You know what I'm saying? Like people like that are hard to like lock in with.
Yeah, because they not focused on the right shit.
Nah, I wouldn't even say it's the right shit. That might be right for them.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Yeah, and
That's
that's,
right for
that's why I
you.
say, like,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't even call it selfish, but I'm self-oriented to the point that, like, I just have no give when it comes to those type of things. Like, it has to be me first and my goals.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't line up, then it's like, sorry about it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I guess now, like, because my mentality is more like goal oriented. I'm always thinking about like how to bring people into what I'm already doing. Cause like at this point, if you don't even listen to my music, it's not gonna work. Like if you don't even know, like if I quote a song or if I like play it in the car per se, and you don't even know, that's a red flag for me.
If you don't
like it hit a little point.
You feel me? Like
Yeah.
if you're not even willing to
Cause I ain't even gotta be your cup of tea, but like where to support.
yeah, definitely gotta
right,
support.
we were
what I'm
talking
doing.
about that before we started rolling too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is huge. It means a lot when people don't even fuck with the music, but they're still supporting it.
Yeah.
It don't take shit to support. And that's what it is for me. It's like you ain't gotta pay to show no love.
Absolutely. Even with like my followers on social media, I'm not really big on like hey, like go share this, go repost this, but like they do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's nice that they do it, but like when you talking about your girl, like I shouldn't have to ask.
Yeah, you supposed to be my friend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Supposed to be the biggest fan.
You're
yeah.
supposed to be
It
my
was
biggest
us.
fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, but so in that sense, like I'm looking, but I'm like you gotta be.
It's criteria.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm already particular about what I like. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes, sir.
nah, it's more about like if I'm gonna be that type of vulnerable, it gotta make sense with the direction I'm already going in.
Not take you from that path. They should
Absolutely
recognize that you are on the right path and that they just want to support it.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
help out in any way that they can.
That's well said. Yeah.
Not add stress to your life.
And then yeah,
Right.
not add stress to my life.
Some of these
Do not
relationships
stress me out.
stressful as hell.
Or disappear.
Yeah.
Stress me out and disappear.
What's up with that?
And then yeah, and then financial like I would just say like I don't know, just being like I say a good steward with my money. You know what I'm saying? Like I think like the definition of productive is doing more with less. So like that's kind of been my mentality because like music is an expensive hobby.
For sure. I've
Most
sunk in
expensive
way more
dream.
than I've received yet. But because I have the faith that it's going to,
Yeah.
that return on
Absolutely.
investment is going to come back.
Absolutely. Yeah. So like to answer your question, like I keep myself balanced through like the mentalities that I've developed over the years. Like a lot of the stuff is not necessarily like new, but like stuff that I'm like really dedicated to doing. But like those PDCs, I'm actually working on putting in a book so that like everybody can like get into that. But like I'm gonna be doing like workshops so that people can kind of get into it. So it's something that probably like my first product that it will be selling.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to have multiple streams of income too, where you can be,
Definitely.
putting the music out. You could be making music off that, the shows, the book, the merchandise.
Yeah. And then like let's once again like how do we do it for the next guy?
Yeah.
Like, because I think you should be able to, even if you don't know how to write a book, you can find a publisher.
Right.
Even if you don't know how to pitch a movie, you can find somebody who can put it on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just going back to finding, the right people, putting the right people in position. Yeah.
In terms of, you reminded me of like something I've said a lot too, what shows like how great of an artist like people like Lil Wayne or Snoop are, how great they are, has been shown by how they were able to put other people. Like Drake is one of the biggest artists in the world who was brought up by Lil Wayne. Wiz had Snoop as a mentor when he was really coming up, dude. Like that elevated their whole fucking brand, music, everything, dude. Like to make them just as big, if not bigger.
That's that real shit. That's something that like I'm real glad I met Marshall for, because it's not a real aspect of team building or just teamwork at all in the music anymore. Like everybody's against each other. Nobody wants to come together. And I met him, and from the jump, he's been like, "Let's do this. It's us," and that's major. You feel me? Nobody wants to do that no more. So I think it's gonna we got that going crazy. Like people gonna see that and they gonna get behind that.
That's
People,
support for sure.
Genuine shit. It get genuine support.
Facts.
And y'all got mine too. So
Hey, that's real.
I appreciate this conversation, y'all, and just being vulnerable and honest about what's going on in your life and what you're working on, and how you got to where you are.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
Thanks
for having
Thank
me,
you.
man.
I got a lot of gotta love. First of all, shout out Endless Enjoyment Entertainment.
Yes, sir. Triple
League.
Love the setup, love the presentation, bro. Like I love people that like really want to build something. You know what I'm saying? So, cause like what Valley was saying, like it's not every day where you run into people where like not even that we're going in the same direction, but like you can see when people are serious about what they're doing. And I'm the type of person, like, I take note of stuff like that. So, like, even when it came to my attention, like, hey, bro, like, we can do this, we can set this up, I was like, okay, because it was Stan that set it up. Mm-hmm. But, like, when you have people in your corner that you can trust, and I like that it was more about, like, you said getting to know each other. So we're going to be back.
Hell yeah. Y'all always welcome back.
We're going to be back.
Whatever you got.
It's just the beginning.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Super.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, it's your boy Jay Marshall, hailing from the 615, where we keep it 3 live. We was in here, Endless Enjoyment Entertainment. Shout out my boy Vinny Chenzo,
yes,
FFG
sir.
Valley in the cut like Neosporin.
Yes,
listen up.
Shit going on.
Yes, sir. It's
much love, y'all.
It's a lot of stuff going on, but I want to say big salute to Endless Enjoyment. I appreciate you having me, bro, and this was a really super dope conversation.
I'm super glad we had it, man. Thank y'all both for coming through.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And this was episode 41.
41
of the
That's
Endless
a 3.
Enjoyment
That's
podcast.
A 1.
Yes, sir.
Again.
We out. Marshall.
Much love.
Fellas.
Enjoy. Thank you. Enjoy.
Marshall.
Tell me something I don't know. Carry all these feelings on my shoulder. I don't really wanna tell me something I don't know. Carry these emotions on my shoulder. I don't really wanna tell me something I don't know. Pouring up these potions, killing feelings. I don't really wanna tell me something I don't know. Pouring up these potions, killing emotions. I don't really wanna show.